seen anything quite like it.
It was hilarious. And his shorts were like underpants. They were denim underpants.
That's terrifying.
Was he also wearing a mesh shirt?
Well, I have nothing against mesh shirts, but like
Clearly.
Clearly.
Robbie has seen
Exactly.
has been in.
Now, if Robbie wore these underpants, I'd be like, yeah, you can do that. That's okay.
Well, you enjoyed seeing him in a diaper,
I did.
so.
I really did. That's true.
Men in jean shorts, just, I mean, you got to have length. If you're going to do jean shorts, jorts, you've got to have length on them. They can't be riding up your ass.
No, because...
If we've learned anything from John Cena, it's that.
That's true. I mean, we saw his ball sack. Like, it was out there ready to go.
Oh,
It's true. I'll never forget that.
Comfortable.
But when I did get to, I had this little it's like storm light that was on my keychain. So like when you turned it, the little light would come on, and you know how everybody always put their lighters up and shit like that. I kept holding that up instead because it had to have a light. You know, everybody was doing it.
Oh, it was dust in the wind. Nobody was going to go without, putting up a...
And I didn't bring a lighter, which is weird because I was a super smoker back then.
And back then, nobody had cell phones.
Nobody had cell phones. We were just using fire like our ancestors.
Welcome to the I Hate Critics 1995 podcast. I'm professional film critic Sean Patrick. MJ's here.
Hello.
Amy's here.
My name is Dr. Amy.
and we watched a movie we liked, so this will be a short show.
Yeah, sorry about that. We have to stop doing that. Like, we can't pick that one because it's going to be good.
We can just roll back and do Jade jokes. It's fine.
Oh, we will roll back and do Jade jokes. Trust me.
This is the anti-Jade. This is Mallrats.
And Mallrats.
Directed, written by, and co-starring Kevin Smith, along with one of the Londons and
one of the Londons, because there was Jeremy and Jason.
They were twins.
So, yeah.
Which show were they on? Party of Five?
Were they?
One of them was.
One of them was. I could never tell which one, but then I remembered the one that I was super attracted to was the one that was in Dazed and Confused.
Mm.
So I don't remember which one that was.
And then one of them was in Minority Report, and another one was in that God movie that Drew Gooden did a video about.
Right, that Meredith Salinger was in.
Yeah, Meredith Salinger and Lou Gossett Jr.
Yeah, when he showed up, he was like a genie out of a lamp.
Well, he said he's not a genie. He demanded demanded that they understand that even though he was going to grant them wishes, he wasn't a genie. And he came out of the thing, but he's not a genie.
But it was a lamp that was rubbed that he came out of.
Just because he's not a genie.
Well, is he a cat? What else could he be? You don't rub a lamp and there's a llama in my kitchen. Like, that's not how that works.
He was a magical suited black man.
So
Mallrats.
Yeah, Mallrats.
1995. And just what a great movie. I can't be objective about this. When Kevin Smith made Clerks and then this and then Chasing Amy, I mean, the trifecta of it was just, that's my growing up. That's who I was helped shape who I am as a person.
I think so too. I feel the same way. The weird thing about Mallrats, though, that you have to remember, essentially to the story, Mallrats wouldn't really be canon. They do mention Rick Derris, which is important.
And Brodie does come back.
That's true, but that's, and we do have Steve Dave, we do have Fanboy. We've got characters that are in the View Askew universe, but technically this is not canon. It's Clerks, you jump over Mallrats, and Dogma? Right?
Oh.
Or no, Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
Chasing Amy's back in the canon, though, I think.
Back in? It was out?
Or was it? Anyway, they're still going to reference all the people that you know, which I love. It's always a through line.
We start off with Quint going to see his girlfriend, and he's in trouble. He's going to get broken up with by his girlfriend because he said something to a girl the night before about television putting 10 pounds on, and she's going to be on TV as the contestant on her father's game show. And this poor girl, she died in a pool.
She took it too literally, and then wanted to go get worked out. Which again, her name Julie Dwyer, brought up in the universe again.
Yeah, Julie Dwyer was a part of the Askew universe.
Yep, exactly.
And, gets referred to. Rick Darris, obviously, is another one that gets referred to a lot.
Rick Darris is such a douche.
Rick Darris stands in for everything
He does.
that we hate about people.
That's yeah. That's true. See, that is the thing. Like, we are barely a year apart in age. These movies, no matter what, I will always go back to these movies because they remind me of just graduating high school, and everything in this movie is, compared to Clerks, it's so colorful. It so bespeaks the time of like joy that I remember. And again, I was a manager of a record store in a mall, and so to me, this was just something that I could relate to as well. So
these characters were characters we wanted to talk like and who sounded like us a little bit.
Yep.
Aside from some of the there's a little bit of awkwardness in the dialogue. There always is going to be when your dialogue is that dense.
Yeah.
But that's how we thought we sounded when we talked.
That's true. That's very, very true.
And that's what you kind of aspired to be. Kevin Smith always wrote those great Bugs Bunny style characters, like Brodie, who's just the fastest talker in the room. He's got the quickest wit. He's always the funniest guy going.
We root for him, even though he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's a complete dick, but he's a lovable dick for some reason.
I was worried there was a Mrs. Doubtfire situation potentially with Brodie, because some of the things he says push the envelope just a little bit, like especially early on when she's talking about everything that he's done wrong as a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And knowing that she's going to have to come around on that, like whether or not he can actually, make it seem like she should come around on that.
Yeah.
He's just a charming asshole. Like, that's the problem. And Jason Lee has charisma in spades. It's not his fault. And here's a guy that wasn't even going to be an actor. He's a skateboarder. Like and then it just kind of fell into place for him. And I love that because he's so naturally talented. And the way he delivers lines. Well, and Fuzzy, you're a big fan because you liked My Name is Earl. So, like, was this weird for you to look back and see how young he was?
God, it's very weird. It's just so weird. I mean, I didn't realize it was him until he said one particular line, and I was like, oh wait, hold on. That's
Earl.
Like Earl. That was a very Earl voice.
And wasn't Ethan Suplee on that show?
Yeah, didn't you notice Ethan Suplee? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, there he is. Okay. Yep. And the thing is, they reference Mallrats in My Name is Earl. So I was like, is that a real thing, or are they just saying that they look like these characters? I didn't know. So then I was like, oh, yep, okay, they are actually in it.
My Name is Earl is such a great show too.
Earl's got a dirt mall.
He does. They definitely spent more time at the dirt mall than anything, for sure.
Part of the reason why this one wasn't so much considered canon is because it's his first big studio movie. The studio wanted a kids movie or teenage movie, and Kevin Smith was given this chance after Clerks, and he didn't want to do it this way. His initial plan obviously was to make it in New Jersey, like he always does, and to set it in New Jersey and use his characters. But I mean, you get that chance for the first time. I mean, even his bosses at the time, like Harvey Weinstein, even told him, I know, Harvey Weinstein's awful, but Harvey Weinstein even told him, like, yeah, you got to go do this.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. And he got a lot of, kind of backlash from fans saying, oh, dude, you sold out. You had this cool little independent black and white film, and then you go and make this fucking shit. And I'm like, but it's still so Kevin Smith. It's undeniably Kevin Smith. It's still very smart. It still gives us nerds the joy that we want. I mean, come on, fucking Stan Lee. Like, Kevin Smith had to be shitting his pants getting Stan Lee to be in the film. You know what I mean? Like, you don't sell that. That's just a fanboy doing a fanboy things, in my opinion.
There's the studio sheen is definitely on it. Like, it's very slick. Even I know people still complain about Kevin's depth of field and his lack of directorial. He doesn't move the camera very much. His static shots and so on. But I've never really had a big problem with that. And I'm somebody who pays attention to stuff like that. I never really had a problem with Kevin's technique all that much. I've noticed it, but I think people over exaggerate just how, he's a terrible director.
Well, and also, with some of the actors that he chose, these are not professional actors. A lot of these people are Kevin's good pals that he grew up around, or that were all in his neighborhood that he wanted to have in these films. You know what I mean? Like, And again, that's another way that I look at him not selling out, because he kept these people for this film. He made sure, like Trish the Dish, not the greatest actress in the world, but man, I love the character, and I thought she, as a person and just as a human, like I would know a person like her. I definitely do know a person like her. So, I just, sometimes where the dialogue feels like it's coming, like it's not hitting what it's supposed to hit as an actor delivering it, it still works because it's still a Kevin Smith film. It just is what it is.
If there is one problematic element, it is Trish, though. She's a 15-year-old girl who is conducting sexual experiments on men.
Between 18 and 30.
Having as much sex as she possibly can with as many different men as she can, and scientifically tracking that for a book that she's writing.
Called Borgasm.
I'm sorry, 15-year-olds cannot consent to sex of any kind, no matter how much their 32-year-old actress playing them makes it feel that way. And I fear that there are people who look at that the very wrong way and go, see, a 15-year-old can make decisions for herself.
Well, if they look at it that way, they're just fucking ignorant. Yeah. Because the thing is, 15-year-old girls are going to have sex. They are having sex. They've always had sex. These things are happening. To act like that's not something that's a reality would be weird.
It's got to be age appropriate.
Yeah.
However, it's got to be like with another 15-year-old.
Exactly. That we would hope. That's how you do it.
Because otherwise, if you're over a particular age, you're just grooming a child and to do the things that you want them to do.
I hate that word grooming, because I just think of brushing a dog's hair. Like we need a different word, like a more grosser word for that. You know what I mean? Something that's not.
I kind of agree with that. It's like, there needs to be like a word that's
grooming. Is like you're cleaning them. I don't think that's what's happening here. If anything, you're making them dirty.
That's why we like them, because they're clean.
Can I clip your toenails?
Unlike those dirty older women.
Do you mind if I get a hair clipping to put in my locket here? Oh, can I have some of your pubic hair to put in my pewter?
Wow, your Trump impression is really good.
I was going for RFK, but that's fine.
It's too
brain
close,
worm.
It's
I don't know if you know this, but I just found out through RFK that apparently the baby's in the placenta. So I did not know that. I just learned that.
I'm sorry, what?
That's true. That's a real thing he said. So.
The highest medical officer in the land said that?
He also said, don't trust doctors. So, I mean, what, and guys, this is why I was excited to watch this movie, because I want to not exist in this timeline. I just want to live. I want to live in the Universe. That's where I want to be. It was a better time.
Silent Bob is president.
Silent Bob. I'd be fine with that.
I want that. And then Jay can be the vice president.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
And then just call people out for their bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he's also a sensitive asshole. That moment in front of the kittens always makes me happy. Where's your manners, dude? Like just Jay calling him out for not saying goodbye to the cats. And Silent Bob does the piss. It's so good.
It's the little things that.
It is.
There didn't need to be an Easter Bunny scene, but the Easter Bunny scene is fantastic.
No.
Quinn gets beat up by Ben Affleck's character, the manager of the Fashionable Mail, and then tells Jay and Silent Bob it was actually the Easter Bunny, and they just go kick the Easter Bunny's ass.
I was like, the second that he said that, I was like, oh my God, Jay and Silent Bob are going to go kick the Easter Bunny's ass.
The looks on the little kids' faces as they're doing, and then the kids going and beating Jay and Silent Bob up. So
the number of just little setups and payoffs, like the kid on the escalator, just repeatedly.
He's on the fucking escalator again. And then the kid finally gets hurt. I mean, that was all satisfying for me. I was just like, yep, dumb little fucking idiot. God.
He doesn't need to add those things, but he does, and that's what separates him from other filmmakers, is that vision to see that this is a good beat to have in the movie.
The whole thing with Willem all the way through with the fucking sailboat. And I love that it's so good. But beyond that, those fucking magic paintings, they were everywhere. When I was at the mall, that's all you could see. And of course they were out where everybody could look at them. And I thought they're uglier than fucking sin. And people were buying them like Thomas fucking Kincaid shit. We need to do that. But anyway, they were everywhere. So just to have a character that actually addresses these dumbass fucking paintings.
Are those still a thing?
Magic?
Magic eye paintings?
I've seen some of them, but I haven't seen major.
Not like they were in the 90s. Like they were fucking everywhere in the 90s.
People put them in their houses?
Yeah.
That's weird. I never did that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand where do you put a magic eye poster in your house?
If you're about to get really stoned, it'd go great in a dorm room.
Oh, yeah. That's the only place for it.
I think so, too.
Truly.
I think so, too.
That's exactly what Jay and Silent Bob recommended
Yeah,
to
that's
Willow.
right. You need to just smoke
a bowl.
and
You
just relax.
see fucking sailboats? Fucking lesbian mermaids?
Every person coming up and getting the sailboat right. And the one kid calling it a schooner, and he goes, ha! You dumb fuck. It's a sailboat. A scooter is a sailboat. Stupid head. So good.
You know what?
The Easter Bunny's not
He's just
real.
so please, energy, just the way he manages his energy from scene to scene.
Yep.
Superb.
Yep. We've never seen him. I'd never seen him in a movie before this one. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
I think he was in, he was in something just before this that I can't recall now, but yeah, he's been, and now he's like a fucking bodybuilder.
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to see new pictures of him.
He
He's
is-
wild.
I did not know.
He is jacked now.
Jacked up.
That's so shocking.
Yeah.
Okay, good for him.
I know, that's what I say.
Yeah, really cool.
For me, and I was just thinking about this recently because some of my favorite movies growing up as a little kid were movies that I wasn't supposed to watch that were on like HBO and Cinemax, and they were called kind of like I think the term was screwball comedies, and literally I would wait, like Superstation TBS would run these random fucking movies at night, but they were all edited, so when you'd see them on like HBO or Cinemax, it was tits out. I mean, it was just, and there was always that one guy who had, the dark hair, who had the charisma, who was always going to get the blonde girl. Like, it was always that, like, total white.
The
white
Tim
movie.
Matheson, to Dean Cameron sort of diaspora.
And I loved that. And this, I thought Kevin Smith was very much with this. It felt very screwball to me. We got the tits out, obviously. We saw plenty of tits in this, the 3 nipples. But I love that kind of shit. I don't care if the movies are bad. I still love that kind of shit. Luckily, this movie is screwball, but it's not bad.
It's got a solid through line. It's
Yep.
got great beats to it. The characters are wonderful. Like it's hard not to like these people unless you don't. Unless you're somebody who somehow doesn't like super charismatic, funny people.
Yeah. Well, I think the only thing that can take me out is fucking Claire Forlani's accent. It bugs me. I can hear it. I can hear she's trying to do a basic American accent, but it's not there.
Was she English?
I believe so.
Mm.
Yeah. She's not. She's something else, because every little thing she'd say, I'm like, oh, that's not quite how we would do. Like, somebody call up Hugh Laurie and ask him to teach you how to speak with an American accent, because he will do it for you. He's amazing. But like, aside from that, I mean, of course, and that was something that I said too, is that everything that she wore, everything that Shannen Doherty wore, which again, rest in peace. It was really cool to see her. This is how I want to remember her, is exactly like this. They look like they would exist now. The outfits, the hair, the whole fucking thing. It's timeless, the way that these women look in this film, and I think that's great. And then fucking Ben Affleck being that douchebag. Like, we always had the at our mall, we always had the store like Chess King.
Yeah,
in this movie,
what
it's
that was,
it's fashionable male, and he's such a douche.
Speaking of the stores, though, I mean, just the way he sticks a couple of really great visual jokes in there.
Yeah.
Like Rug Muncher's carpet store.
So good. What was the cookie one called? Fuck, now I don't remember.
Oh,
Cookie Time?
yeah, it's cookie time.
It's cookie
It's cookie
time.
time.
That's great. That's fucking great.
And the real one, Buy Me Toys, was
Buy Me
actually a
Toys.
real store.
Yeah. Yep. So good. Well, and then like the bags that Shannon was carrying around, like she had a GG bag, a bronze bag, like all of those were actual stores that were in the mall at that time.
Yeah, it was, like it's realistic to the setting. I'm sure that mattered to him. Like fashionable male, like had to feel real,
Like-
even though we never see it.
Yeah, exactly. But they again, the attention to Ben Affleck's character Shannon, his outfit is so 90s douchebaggery. It just works for him.
Yeah, the tieless shirt, the collarless shirt, and the suit jacket and suit pants.
Yep. Good look for him. I
think even physically, like the way Affleck carries himself is different as Shannon. You know, he's a little bunched up. He's a little uptight.
Yep.
And it just goes to show you what a great actor he is. That if he relaxes, he becomes almost an entirely different person.
Well, I forgot, like just seeing him and Jason Lee standing next to each other. And I'm like, oh, we've got Chasing Amy coming. And I'm so fucking stoked for that. Because I like their dynamic. And it's good. In Chasing Amy, at least they're best friends. But in this one, it's very
adversarial.
Because
he's trying to fuck Brodie's girlfriend in a very uncomfortable place.
In the back of a station, or no,
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. And that coming back up over and over again.
So funny.
I love that. Dante, Gil Hicks saying that. I was like, what, in the back of a Volkswagen? It's like,
Think he's a cousin, or is he
I think he's a cousin.
Is he a brother?
Because he still has the last name Hicks.
Yeah.
So I would bet he's, because...
Maybe that's how they bring Dante back in the future.
Oh, there you go. That's a great idea.
They just have Gil come in and work.
Gil. Like, I just go right to Simpsons whenever I think of a Gil. So I just found your Gil toy, actually.
I've got a Gil figure.
Yeah. God bless him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. We have this whole thing is leading up basically to try to get T.S. and his girlfriend back together. But
also Brodie and his girlfriend back.
And that's true too.
Shannen Doherty breaks up with him, calls him Callow.
Which I remember seeing this movie for the first time and going, I don't even know what that means.
Then he tells you.
Yeah, it's weak-willed. I think it's weak-willed or something.
Yeah, it's something weak-willed.
Yeah.
Because he won't introduce her to his parents. He keeps making her climb in and out of the window.
His reaction too is like, oh, I thought that was like the one nice thing she said about me. Because he didn't know what callow meant. It's so good. So good.
It just the spontaneity of the way he speaks and his the cadence of Jason Lee is like so built for what Kevin Smith does.
Yep, absolutely. Well, again, it's like coming up with Chasing Amy. That Dogma. He plays a fucking devil in Dogma, but it just works for him, and he's effortlessly cool in anything he does, even if he's being vulnerable, even if he just, again, like I said, for somebody that wasn't really gonna be an actor, he just became that cool guy that we all want to win in the end. You know what I mean?
The Bugs Bunny archetype.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. It's the guy who's just a little bit ahead of everybody. Jason Lee did it incredibly. Eddie Murphy, I think, is probably the template for being the Bugs Bunny character.
I think that's true.
That's fair. That's my favorite kind of movie character.
Same.
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is Van Wilder. That's a Bugs Bunny character.
I love Van Wilder. That's another one of those movies that's like,
it's bad, but you can't help but laugh at just the weirdness of the way he talks.
He's
just so different from everyone else.
He's winning all the way throughout it. Like just, and you root for that. Like it's just one of those things. It's
kind of a fascinating thing because you can see like Jeremy London he's very game and he's doing his best, but he struggles with some of the dialogue. He can't quite find the rhythm of a Kevin Smith, couple lines of dialogue. I think he's kind of used to more of a party of five kind of, that's the kind of dialogue he's used to.
Yeah.
Jason Lee doesn't know what kind of dialogue to be used to, and he's kind of already speaking Jason Lee's kind of language. Plus, obviously, Mewes is inventing his own kind of language.
Right.
And Affleck is just so incredibly talented, he can match anybody's energy, whatever they're doing.
That's true. That would be another, I think, kind of caveat that I had was that sometimes when Shannen Doherty would do like a run on she talked so fast that you missed words in there. So thank God the words were up on the screen. So like, you need to slow down. That was, and I get what she was going for. It just went too fast sometimes. Again, she was great in it. It is no issue there. I'm just saying there's little things here that
she just got a bad reputation because she didn't want to work for Fox for no money.
Well, yeah,
like
that's fair.
They didn't want to pay her to be on 90210. They didn't, and it's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave. Well, you're a bitch. And I've got the power to keep you from working again, so I will. Aaron Spelling.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
No. I'm not saying she's blameless for the reputation that she received. I'm sure there are plenty of people who will tell you they didn't like her, but her and Kevin Smith were fucking close.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of her life, they got very, very close, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Because there were so many people saying that, oh, she ruined his movie. She was terrible on set, and he's like, fuck you. That's not true.
That's not how it went. Yeah, I remember reading about that too, and but everything that she did, people were already rooting for her to fail at it or to be a complete bitch about. It was a lot of it was just lore, it was just made up.
Or just fucking plain old media misogyny, just casual media misogyny.
My favorite kind of misogyny.
A woman is stepping out of line and speaking back to men and telling them what she wants, and they're like, well, no, she's obviously a problem.
She must be on her period 24/7.
Unlike Tori, who just does everything she's told to do, Shannon just refuses to do everything she's told to do.
Right. And I think that's okay. Somebody needed to speak up. Somebody needed to.
Yeah. Sometimes it's okay to obey. Sometimes you've got to tell people to go fuck themselves. And Shannen Doherty was willing to tell people to go fuck themselves. And God bless her for it.
I think that's true. That's probably true. Can I talk about the soundtrack?
Yes, please.
One of my favorite things about this is, again, this is an era where soundtracks were off the fucking charts because not only did we have a soundtrack full of great music, but a lot of soundtracks back in the day, again, I was managing a record store. I know what I'm talking about. A lot of soundtracks back then would intersperse clips from the film. And that's what Mallrats soundtrack did. So between every song, there was a clip from the film. And I fucking loved that. And a lot of soundtracks did that a lot back then. But my God, I mean, you got a litany of 90s bands, but some of the songs on there is just so fucking good. You got Belly, fucking Weezer doing Suzanne right there at the end. I know Bush was on there, Elastica, Sponge. These were all huge, 90s rock kind of icons, but it worked for this film too. And considering that Clerks had a great soundtrack as well, but it was just a little bit more of some of the lesser known, this was a big deal. And again, a lot of people, one of my favorite bands is Belly. So Belly being on the soundtrack was really cool, but a lot of people didn't care about Belly like I do. But just to have some of those clips, even just some of these moments too, it goes into it kicks off with Love and Sharks. They're talking about how he was going to propose to it, and then they were going to go get married at, what is it, Universal Studios?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of little.
He was going to propose to his girlfriend on the Jaws ride.
Yeah.
At Universal when the shark popped out of the water.
Right.
That's the most romantic thing I've ever heard.
Really?
As Brodie said.
Oh, but yeah, Archer's a Loaf, lots of really great stuff on there. And when you get the Mallrats soundtrack, it does have a magic eye painting in the background. It's Jan Silent Bob. So you gotta love that. Yeah.
The reason he was able to get these is because the movie was produced by Universal, which at the time owned MTV, and they really wanted to marry Mallrats and MTV, and it just was not a marriage that was ever going to work.
No,
it really wasn't, because the bands that you talked about rarely were ever on MTV outside of 120 Minutes, and Kevin Smith's stuff is just not stuff that mainstream audiences get into. In fact, it can be very off-putting to a mainstream audience. I'll tell a little anecdote from my college days. I was doing this radio and television class. It was a television class where we edit videos and whatnot. And we were at the end of the semester, and the teacher's like, everybody just bring in a movie to watch, and we'll just watch movies instead of doing our work today. And I'm like, great. So I was like, well, of course I'm bringing Clerks. I mean, Clerks is awesome. Everybody's going to love Clerks.
Right.
We got through 20 minutes, and this group of fucking milquetoast assholes were like, turn that off. I'm so offended by this.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah. Including the teacher.
Is that Miss Tammy?
Yeah.
That's our sister. There's a teacher.
If she was among the offended.
See, and she'd be so different about it now. I believe that.
But
wow.
We got through like 20 minutes of that, and I'm like, okay, fine. I brought this Robin Williams stand-up tape, and it's one Robin Williams from San Francisco where he's doing one of his cocaine bits, and they're like, again, this is too offensive. We have to turn this off.
Then what was the fucking point?
I don't know.
So what'd you do? Watch like a 7 VHS tape of Anne of Green Gables?
I know, this is a college class.
Wow.
Who are these people?
That's some bullshit right there.
That's insane.
We got to 37 dicks. She sucked 37 dicks in a row. That's where they all tapped out.
I think that's the perfect litmus test for friendship. Like if you get past that scene and you're like, I'm here. It's like, all right, you can stay.
Yeah, I don't know any of you people. We're not going to be friends.
If you don't know about 37 dicks, I don't want to know you. Period.
That's another interesting theme, though, in Kevin Smith that he doesn't get enough credit for, I think, is that the women in his movies have agency.
Yep.
They like sex.
Yep.
They claim their own sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
They're sex-positive characters. She's not shamed for 37 dicks. No, Trish is not shamed for her book or her activities. No one is shamed for their sexuality, especially the women.
Yeah. And I dig that. I do dig that. Well, Gwen, Joey Lauren Adams, like she's just like
I've never seen Smokey fuck the bandit before. Only Jason Lee can deliver that line with just the precision of his delivery is amazing.
Well, and again, like with her character, as very short as she is in this film, you can tell she likes herself. She is, she may be girly girl, but whatever. But like, she's also just a very strong person. She can hold her own with Brodie. Yeah. And again, we just weren't seeing those. This was around the time of like where people were really yelling, we need better roles for women. Finally, better roles for women. And then we get Chasing Amy, which again, that'll be a whole other thing. But that's always impressive. Again, Shannen Doherty again. Doing this character and people going, God, she's such a bitch in this too. It's like, fuck you, dude. I mean, what, women aren't supposed to stand up for us?
No, first of all, when the movie starts, Brodie sucks.
He sucks.
Yeah. He's a fucking asshole.
It takes him a good long time.
You find out, and the movie is not trying to make him a hero. There's no framing of Brodie being a good guy.
Right.
He definitely deserves what he's getting, and the movie is very aware of that.
Yep.
Because they tell us exactly what he's like. You won't introduce her to his mom. She's got to sneak in through the window at night. He spends most of the time playing a stupid fucking video game.
Yep. Exactly.
He's not portrayed as a hero, like a male ideal to live up to.
Right.
And that's oftentimes the default setting of movies like this is that, no, you should identify with this guy who's this asshole to authority. And it's like, he's asshole to the right authority.
Right, exactly.
And that's the key here is that he's not. And he's also going to grow a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. God.
I was waiting. I was kind of finding it like, how are we going to make this hard right turn into convincing her that she likes him? But she never stopped liking him. And that turns out to be the real key because we get that scene in the elevator where they have sex at the mall in the elevator, and you can tell like she hadn't given up on him. She wanted him to just show her that he had, a drive, an interest, a passion of some kind, and he demonstrated that, and it meant something to her.
Well, again, we're also talking about the era of what, especially our generation, was called, if you were between the ages of 18 and 25, the slackers.
Yeah.
And it was a big thing that we were slackers.
Brodie was the slacker.
He was the ultimate slacker. And that's, again, it was also nice. And then he ends up landing the Tonight Show, but still living with mom, which I think is great. I'm here for that. So, yeah,
that's a great Brodie bit.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
And Shannon just looks like she loves playing the drums.
Yeah, she did.
She was excited.
She was.
Just having the time of her life.
I did like that, and his mom liked her in the end, which we all knew she would. We all knew.
Yeah. And again, it showed just Brodie growing a little bit.
Yeah.
And I just love that. I love when he says, "Hey, I promised her breakfast."
Yeah. Yeah, again, that was a nice little callback there.
Yeah.
That was good.
It's good. It's a minor amount of growth, but it is growth on his part.
Well, let us not forget, too, one of the through lines was Lunchbox over there trying to learn the Jedi mind trick. And then he has a...
Knock it off!
But he gets to have... that's what I love for Kevin Smith. I think I love these movies for him as much as I love them myself, just because he gets to work out all of his comic book nerd boy fantasies. He gets to dress up like fucking Batman. He gets to do some crazy shit. Just like fandoms abound, and he gets to realize that for himself.
And that's such a Gen X thing too.
It is. It really is.
It's everybody's thing, but I mean that was kind of our first identity. And I don't think it necessarily that wasn't what the boomers did. They wore their maybe they wore their Daniel Boone caps or whatever, but like. Our
that
thing,
counterculture for that?
For them at the time, they didn't have much.
Coonskin cap.
They didn't have much. They had their decoder rings and whatnot.
They're Yoo-hoo.
We had a lot more options.
That's true.
For fandom that we could enjoy and indulge, and it became like there's a moment in the movie High Fidelity, which is the classic on the regular podcast. Where he talks about books, movies, music.
These things matter.
These things matter.
Yep.
And that was our entire generation.
Absolutely.
It was like the performative placement of the proper book on your book table.
Yeah.
Having the right CDs displayed, having the right series of movies displayed.
God, you just like totally called me out, like right here on this. Fuck you, dude.
Every little bit was we were kidding ourselves out and everything that we loved in terms of popular culture, so we could find our tribe.
I think that was the thing, though, too, that there's a whole element again, like you're talking about the boomers. And hey, by the way, comic books started long before you fuckers. Okay, so but like for us, it was because again we did get the internet later on and that kind of thing, but we had to do books. Comic books, music, movies, because we didn't have that constant need to go and check out threads or Instagram, and like we did not have that capability. So of course,
but that type of fandom though is now moved online, where they spend all their time within their particular fandom when they're online.
But see, that's
what are you looking at right now?
I'm just talking about the importance of physical media.
Which of us are going to a supernatural convention? I'm just curious.
Indeed.
Nerd.
Fandom is still a big thing, and
it's a huge thing.
It was different for us because we didn't have the internet and the constant access to our fandom, which I think would have ruined us.
I think that's true. But like I said, it's like for me, physical media is everything.
Yeah.
And I stand by that. And I know I'm old, and I'm sorry, but if I can't hold a record in my hand, if I can't, watch something, like hold the DVD, like I am that nerd. And I think that was the same generation as Kevin Smith. It's the same thing. It's these things, they do matter.
Yeah.
So
the direct, like at the time he did it, I don't think there were movies like what he was doing.
No.
Like you could watch The Breakfast Club, but nobody in The Breakfast Club, will make an actual like line reference to a previous movie. Like he actually says a line from Batman 89 in this movie.
Yeah.
Where do you get these wonderful toys? Like it's Easter eggs for fans that draw Kevin Smith to you and him and you to him, is that he speaks like you, he loves the same things you do, and if you love those things, and you're gonna love him because that's who he is. He wears his fandom on his sleeve. He has a childlike wonder. Even as Brodie keeps asking Stan Lee about dicks, superhero dick, he's in awe of Stan Lee. And I can't even imagine what it must have been like for Kevin to write words for Stan Lee.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then Fuzzy, the fact that, Brodie brought up the kryptonite condom, but you actually said something different.
Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if she, because he was talking about her being pregnant, and it was like, it doesn't matter if she's pregnant if she goes somewhere with a red sun, because then the baby can't get its strength.
Develop superpowers.
So it is fine. That's the only way that she can safely have a kid, though, is if she goes somewhere with a red sun, because otherwise it will tear right through her, break her ribs or whatever, because it's too strong.
Much like the Twilight baby.
I was just gonna say that. That kid's fucking tear you apart.
Yeah.
Real.
And but I knew that. I also knew that partially because I've watched the superhero shows, and that's how Lois had a baby on Superman. Well, actually, it wasn't Superman. Well, it probably was Superman and Lois as well, but Superman and Lois is in a separate universe than the regular Arrowverse.
Yeah. I like the Arrowverse better.
But she went to live on a planet that had a red sun while she was pregnant?
She stayed on Argo, which is the remainder of, it's like the remainder area of Krypton. It's like a portion of it that got saved when it was destroyed.
Ooh. Did she become their lead reporter? Did she become their lead reporter while she was there?
No.
Argo, Iowa is the only place that has one business in it. Just one. And there's a stand
and
that
has a bar.
And that's it. I think you can get your car fixed there. I think that like Fuzzy and I always wanted to have a bait shop and stealing fan emporium. I think that's what this place is like. I'm pretty sure. Somebody let's go to breakfast in Argo. Well, where are you going to go? Well, it's the one fucking place there. Then there's 3 houses and then you're out of Argo. It's the weirdest place.
Yeah.
I recommend it. Visit
Population
Argo, Iowa.
15, I believe it is.
Check out their newspaper. It's just a bunch of Xerox paper. They have an old Xerox machine.
And a stapler.
They don't have many staples. You gotta pay extra for staples.
Seriously. Birth and death announcements. You have to walk over to your friend's house. Bill.
Some guy just walks by every day and knocks on the door and, all right, everybody's still alive today. All 15 of us.
I want to live in Argo now. It's like nothing exists outside of that place. It's literally a 4-corner and then you're out of it.
You know who starred in Argo? Ben Affleck.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
It all comes together.
It all comes back to Ben Affleck. You know what I hope for 2026 for Ben Affleck? I hope he's happy, and I hope he gets to make movies that make him happy, and that people stop shitting on him. Because we've always been Affleck apologists.
Absolutely.
We really have. Because he was
the bomb in Phantoms, yo.
He's a talented dude. Bomb in Phantoms. He totally was the bomb in Phantoms. That was a Chasing Amy?
It wasn't Chasing. It was I was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, I think.
Bomb in Phantoms, yeah. Fuck yeah. God, it's like seeing this.
He's so quotable.
It's true, but seeing this just makes me want to watch Chasing Amy and Dogma that much more. And I was just telling you, again, websites were still pretty new, but the View Askewniverse website was always so cool because it was interactive. You could click on things, get Easter eggs. You could get all this information, interviews. It's very colorful.
Yeah.
Oh, what a time.
What I wouldn't give to be able to go to Smod Castle.
Oh, yeah.
And Kevin Smith, of course, has his podcast studio / movie theater in New Jersey. And it just looks so cool.
So they did film this movie in Minneapolis, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Eden Prairie Mall is where they had it. So Eden Prairie is where Mystery Science Theater was made. Recorded Best Brains was out of there, which I always thought was awesome. But if you watch toward the end of the film and all the cops are pulling up, do you notice the cop cars said Red Bank?
I did not.
Yes, I noticed that immediately. It's New Jersey, which is Kevin Smith's. That's his place. So
there were a lot of reshoots.
Yeah,
because obviously Universal wasn't a big fan of the original cut, which you can see the director's cut on the DVD is very different. It's got a very different backstory.
Yeah,
it's got an opening that's a little bit longer. Still funny. Unlike I love the movie Midsommar. The director's cut is bad. It
really?
almost turns the movie bad.
No.
Yeah, but the actual cut of it, because it's so much tighter, it is incredible. It's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. But the director's cut of Mallrats is different because it's his original vision versus what Universal wanted to put out.
Right.
And so his original vision is something a little bit different, which is great.
Which is great.
I really like the director's cut of this movie.
Well,
but the reshoots, you can see they're very obvious, like with what you just mentioned there, but also like in the scenes where you can see where Brandi is the contestant on the game show, and suddenly the background changes where they're just shooting the chair because they don't have the rest of the background.
Oh, yeah.
The ADR is also very obvious in several different scenes. It's not really synced up, but that's also part of the charm of a Kevin Smith movie.
That's true.
Is the fuzzy nature of it. It's that shaggy sort of filmmaking.
Yep. Well, it's kind of like, that's how I like my filmmakers. It's like one of the reasons I love Judd Apatow is because he will use so much fucking film. He wants all of his actors to just, if they want to riff for hours. There's so much footage of all of Apatow's stuff that I would kill to just sit down and watch some of that stuff, because he just lets the camera roll. And again, not so much like he has those callbacks to a lot of things, but he still makes films in a way that really seem to like their characters. And I think that that's also a big part of what Kevin Smith does.
It's a balancing act, though. You don't want your actors to be too, you don't want to leave Will Ferrell alone in front of a camera without stepping in and go, okay, Will, we got enough.
That's why he can only work with Adam McKay, because Adam McKay will call him out like, dude, no, not again. We're not doing this.
I don't know if you've ever seen the 2017 comedy The House. That movie is absolute trash because nobody's telling Will Ferrell to stop.
Is that
him and Amy Poehler? Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to see that too.
And then Holmes and Watson is even worse. It's him and John C. Reilly just saying just line-a-rama the entire time, and it is just
isn't that the problem?
It's utter trash. But
stuff like that,
you got to have a
Well, no, you with them and with that kind of universe, you're just trying to bring back the magic of Step Brothers. Don't do that. Just because we like them in one movie doesn't mean they're going to be great in the next one. You know what I mean?
They think they can get it on the screen. Just do it. We'll just do it live.
Right.
We'll do it right here on set.
Yeah.
Instead of going by the script that brought us here.
Yep.
And that can work sometimes, and other times it can be a big problem.
Extraneous. Yeah. Again, I would like to be Judd Apatow in the editing booth going, "Oh fuck, we get so much footage." I think
Kevin shows a great deal of discipline, because you can sense that there was a lot of freedom to experiment, but his dialogue is such a perfect cadence that I don't think there can be that much break from it.
Right. I agree. Fuzzy, what's your favorite part of Mallrats?
Oh, Jay and Silent Bob's attempts at anything. It's hilarious. They're trying to destroy the stage so that the event can't happen, and then they're also just down for anything at any time. I love that, and I love that they have that relationship with the other two characters. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna beat up the Easter Bunny for this guy. This is my best fucking friend.
You would love to have friends that loyal.
Yeah.
They're just willing to go in front of a bunch of kids and beat up the Easter Bunny for me. That would be a best friend right there.
There was another complaint back in the day when this movie came out, was the whole Snoochie Boochies thing. Do you remember? And what I'll never forget is that they're like, oh yeah, we need to take the whole Snoogans thing. We need to maybe cut down on that and stuff like that, because there was a weird backlash that doesn't sound like JJ wouldn't say shit like that.
That was the Mallrats thing, because that was him on set on Clerks, just coming up with those random word salad that he came up with. That's just how Jay Mewes talked.
Yeah, still does to this day, actually.
And he's got his own YouTube channel, in case you didn't know.
Yeah,
and the Universal wanted to make that a thing, and so they were highlighting it in all the press for this. They're highlighting the various different things that they had Jay say, and Jay himself was like, "You're kind of making me weird now."
Yeah,
and you're like, "Yeah, I'm not. You're turning me into the Kramer of the show."
That's true, though. That's true.
It's the wonderful thing, though, that he's always done throughout all the movies with Jay, is give Jay this moment, or there'll be a moment of just genuine insight for just a second, where he's perfectly self-aware of himself, and then just switches it back just a second later by saying something horrible.
It's what I think it's one of the great things about Kevin Smith writing for characters like Jay is that he's still like Jay could be so obnoxious, but he's still so sensitive and he's got heart. And I think that's one of the biggest Kevin Smith staples in every one of his movies is that these people do, even if they drive you nuts, they all have heart because that's who Kevin Smith is.
Jay would be intolerable if he didn't have that that kind of childlike sweetness.
Yep.
He's like just so loyal and just so loving. Like he kisses Silent Bob on the cheek.
Yep.
Like it's just their intimacy. Like they don't have any boundaries between the two of them. They love each other that much and they have that much feeling for each other. They can say horrible things to each other.
Yeah.
But they can only say them to each other. If anybody else said them, we're gonna beat the shit out of you.
Yes. But it's not like toxic masculinity at all.
No, it's the exact opposite. Like this is exactly what men are proved to be incapable of being all the time.
Which I think is very much
emotionally honest and vulnerable, and that's a hallmark of his work. That's Chasing Amy. That's what makes Chasing Amy
100% Chasing Amy
so amazing is the vulnerability of that film. And Ben Affleck's very raw emotional approach. You take this big masculine guy who looks like the quarterback and you make him like confront his own emotions and be vulnerable and say things that are truly from his heart, even though again there are a lot of them that are the wrong thing.
Which again very much a Kevin Smith staple too. So good.
Doesn't shy away from that.
No, not at all. Yeah, I'm excited.
But then Silent Bob will just say something, he'll just say a Star Wars quote.
To not talk all the way throughout, and then we get that great line at the end.
A Jedi craves none of these.
Is it adventure, excitement, like something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, so good. And you want that. Like, again, is it... Yeah, it is Chasing Amy. He gets to have a long little speech in there, and it's one of my favorite things in the world. It's just so well done. It's so well done.
then Jay immediately pops the balloon. Why you gotta always tell that Amy story?
That's true.
Because secretly off screen, Silent Bob just always is talking. Apparently, only when he's off screen.
Which do you ever wonder where they live? And I'm assuming together, right?
We've never seen that. Yeah, we've never seen where Jay and Silent Bob live.
I feel like they live in a VW bus.
That would make sense.
I feel like they have their own VW bus. It's the classic color.
Yeah.
And it's just and it's tripped out with all their stuff in it. Like,
absolutely.
I like that.
I do too. That's gonna be canon. That's headcanon from now on.
Yep.
I'm here for that.
Kevin Smith, where do Jay and Silent Bob live?
Yeah,
let us know. That. We're curious. We'd just like to know.
Give us that. That's all we want. We just want that information. And you know what would be great too? I'd really like to have a schematic of the place of where they live, who sleeps where do they keep the pot?
Bunk beds.
Bunk beds.
Jay and Silent Bob have bunk beds.
And Jay's like up on top.
Yeah.
And bouncing around. Totally. I'm here for that. Yeah, I like this. This movie just brought back a lot of memories and a lot of joy for me. So hopefully, Fuzzy, you liked it. Was there anything that you're like, oh, that wouldn't work now? Or, I mean, aside from the saying the R word a lot.
Yeah, that was a little iffy. I thought it was really funny. It was really funny because like all of the characters had a little bit of asshole in them, but I still liked them.
Yeah,
that was kind of shocking because I'm like, you know what? I can't hate any of these characters.
Right.
Like they all have their charms, even though they're kind of dicks.
Would you recommend it to your friends?
Yeah, well, yeah, but a lot of my friends, or some of my friends, don't get things like this. So yeah, it's like I'd recommend it to certain friends.
Sorry,
I thought that was Mario. It's me, Mario.
My phone went off.
Fuck your phone. Fuck your feelings. Why? Why did I say that?
I don't know, because you're Ben Shapiro. Or
Oh my God. You guys, we have to shut the vents. This shit's in the air now. You gotta watch out.
Whatever you do, don't be Ben Shapiro.
Don't be Ben Shapiro.
It's just if I can impart any wisdom to anyone, don't be Ben Shapiro.
I'm here for that. I agree. I co-sign that.
Check out Man Carrying Thing on YouTube. He's just done a bit on Ben Shapiro's review of One Battle After Another, and it's very, very good. It's very, very smart.
Okay. I'm here for that.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
You two keep talking. I'm going to try and find something here on the computer.
I don't want to keep talking.
You've got to take over for a moment.
Well, I guess for me, I'm kind of wondering. Let's see. When did Chasing Amy came out? What, 96?
That was
Dogma. Dogma was
97.
next, wasn't it?
Oh, do we have 2 years until we're getting that?
No, Chasing Amy's next.
Chasing Amy was next. Yeah.
Dogma's 2000.
Oh. Dogma was 99, wasn't it?
99, 2000.
I gotta know. But anyway, these, I'm just so looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm gonna get up. I have the soundtrack. I'm gonna get that out and play it in the car. Because I'm probably one of those people that, I'm one of the last people that still puts CDs in their car. I don't recommend it because it will ruin your CDs. If you can play them in a nice player, just do that. Just do that. Although, that being said, there are still used record stores all over the place that probably have like 7 copies of the Mallrats soundtrack because that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I am looking for it. I'm going to grab that tonight before I leave. Put that in the car for sure.
So next week, we've got some options for you to go over. We'll take a look here. The Doom Generation.
Jesus, another soundtrack I could go on and on about. Okay.
We've got the two that I'm kind of. We're not doing Powder. That guy. Fuck that director.
The fucking movie.
That fucking guy. The director of that is a sex criminal, so he can go fuck himself. Never talk about his piece of shit.
He used to call me Powder because I was so pale. I'm like, fuck you guys. What's up, Powder? Eat a dick.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Oh shit, we saw that in the theater, didn't we? No,
I don't think so.
I thought we did.
It was Boomerang, or no, Distinguished Gentleman.
Yeah, that's true.
Late period Eddie Murphy is a weird time.
It really is.
Or the third option is Leaving Las Vegas.
I just feel like if you want to hear that story, I'll tell you about my own liver and the choices I've made that ultimately will kill you.
It is. Nicolas Cage won an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas.
Yes. Drink himself to death, basically.
But he also is doing kind of the most acting.
The most.
So, I don't know. I'd be interested to see how that one holds up. But Vampire in Brooklyn is so tempting because it sounds so bad, and it really seemed so bad at the time. And I remember it being bad, but I don't have a good memory of it.
There's that, and like for me, I wouldn't mind seeing Doom Generation just because that was another one of those independent films back then that I was drawn to. So I don't know. That's a hard one. You won't know until we get on the mic next week.
Blame me.
Blame me.